number. Tonight's the night. About to get whooped. Don't see it right. Yeah, everybody. About to get on joking real quick on this YouTube. You know. The Madden 20. You know what I'm saying? Kind of wear him out. Gotta get in him real quick.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go on here and get it real quick. Broadcast.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Not looking too good for that man real quick.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, Abdullah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The second down run for Abdullah. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing, Cousins. And Thielens got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Get on him, guys.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they begin the drive with a duel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's a screen to Abdullah. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 22 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They go back to Abdullah on first. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Well run here. Abdullah. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive, how about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Kentrell Brothers. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
See that YouTube? That's how you run it down. That goofy stuff. He ain't playing that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Wilson. And he'll go out in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Hey, writing down your ad-lib.
If you can't, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna lose his home field, though. He's gonna lose his home field, though.
Not today, Ron. Not today. One left. Hey, zero. Oh, here we go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Turn up the hitting I got him all
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Nothing, homie. Nothing, homie.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Running from the gun. It's a duel.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On first and 10, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's It's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Cook pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On the run, Abdullah. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Yeah, he had trouble, buddy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Trouble, buddy.
toss to Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quadro Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Get your playbook together, homie. Yeah.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you to school. 54, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Wilson, going to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver is DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
Nothing but garbage. Nothing but garbage. Got to do better than that. Got to play in the champ right here. You know you live on YouTube doing that foolishness, boy. Rascal, boy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get his ass whooped today.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout.
Yeah,
it's just
Carroll
their first, so
call you
2
timeout.
remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Who's controlling Pete Carroll? We're to a Hail
Now
Mary.
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
If I get this ball back, it's over for you. We're to a Hail Mary. Watch, you're going to try to do a Hail Mary.
14.
Joker, you going to try to do a Hail Mary? Huh?
And the blitz does come. He is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Go backwards.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Hit him again where they don't like it. They don't like it. Don't like it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Bring this one back. It's a football recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
I'm a joker to sleep. Watch this. He's joking to sleep now. I was just playing with him. I told him he's losing home field tonight. He already should be knowing. Yeah, they want to see him get it there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
He's trying to
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I didn't know he was going to do the ooh-ooh. Oh, he wants to lose the ooh-ooh. He's playing catch-up right now. He's going to come right here with this and all. He's going to come right here with this and all. This is usually the showstopper right here. That's just what it. How?
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Look. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Get him. Get him, boys.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Put an extra receiver out there. They ain't going to help you.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Under pressure, down it goes.
Look,
sacked at the 10. And the failure to convert and time to gain. The pressure shifts back to the defense.
Off the clock on you, baby.
I think it was the right call.
It's on YouTube, too.
Kick an extra point, you're still
Ain't no
down
really. You got 5 minutes in the 4th quarter, and I'm about to wear the clock out on him right now. I'm about to run the ball on Joker. Run the ball on him. Like that. Let him know what we're playing. It ain't happening tonight. Tonight.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Hands on the ball.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's going to hit him with it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And the key number on that play, 3.
Third
down.
Look.
Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably run this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run again. This time it's a duel. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Watch this. He ain't gonna like this.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is complete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Clear.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Got him.
So it's Seahawk football as as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Here's Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Cut those things open. Those clean and young. Yeah.
Yeah. Wilson gives the process on the delay. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch the pass. Let's go.
Back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. There's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, it's Carson, and I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Wilson going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play. Yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the victory here for Seattle. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank, they hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL right here on
Running back, he was just lucky.
It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long.
Running back, he was
Seattle.
just lucky. I was making this filet mignon.